3:07 p.m. May 5th. So there's a way to catch these guys in terrorist conspiracy. Look for the people trying to prolong this, withholding evidence, and who keep trying to find a way to dig up dirt on me, something they can try to blackmail me with that they have that's authentic. I keep telling them to eat shit, but they keep trying to find a way to blackmail me, and one of the reasons why is because they're involved with terrorism and terrorist conspiracy. One of the reasons why is they know I'm owed large sums of money, so they're trying to blackmail me out of property and trying to find a way to blackmail me related to some court case so that they can then win this court case, collect funds, and use it to finance terrorism. So look for those people that are involved with terrorist conspiracy and are terrorists. Also, look for these people claiming they try to protect me or help me, and that's why they're trying to make me look psychotic, or that's why they're pretending they need to speak for me and I can't speak for myself. I can speak for myself perfectly fine, and I'm not psychotic, but the people who make up that lie, what are they trying to protect me from? What are they admitting to being guilty of and guilty of knowing of that they didn't report, which is withholding evidence? Because what they're worried, some of these people are worried about are these satellite neurosurgeries, these WMDs in space that some of these terrorists are using for covert witness tampering and damaging the brain. Others are just trying to make me look psychotic so they can steal, amongst other things. Another thing, I'd say a vast majority, if not all, but if there is someone trying to protect me and that's why they're trying to make me look psychotic, are they really trying to protect me? Because why would they withhold evidence about these satellite neurosurgeries in space they're using for witness tampering and damaging the brain covertly, which is a satellite WMD, a radiation dispersal device? And basically these people trying to protect me from things are basically indirectly admitting to knowing of WMDs in space. They're admitting and indirectly admitting to knowing of terrorists with weapons, such as these satellite neurosurgeries, these implantation weapons, these other radiation dispersal devices, these neurophysiological weapons, etc. Because if people are trying to make you look psychotic or make you look brain dead, so people wouldn't bother you with this tech because they think you were brain dead, that means they knew the tech was real. They knew the satellite neurosurgeries were real. The implantation weapons were real. So they're indirectly admitting to withholding evidence from law enforcement if they didn't report it. Now, if they did, that's something different. But if they didn't report it, that basically means they're guilty of withholding evidence involving satellite WMDs and terrorism, which is 20 years in prison in the least. So that's an indirect admission of guilt. So look for people saying they're protecting people from X, Y, and Z, and trying to make them look brain dead or psychotic or this and that, because they're indirectly admitting to knowing of this tech I speak of, these satellite WMDs in space, this implantation weaponry, and basically indirectly admitting to knowing of a terrorist organization. Now, if they didn't report this to law enforcement, clearly they're guilty of obstruction of justice and withholding key information, which is 20 years or longer in prison. Because it's not just terrorism. There's illegal weapons manufacturing and distribution, sexual slavery, RICO, attempts to murder, conspiracy to murder, a new age covert hostage scenario, economic espionage, and so much more. So these are key points. Pay attention to their indirect admissions of guilt. Because if they lied to law enforcement, said implantations aren't real, the satellite neurosurgeries aren't real, the satellite WMDs aren't real, he's psychotic. You could be like, well, then why were you trying to protect him and make him look psychotic so they wouldn't damage his brain? That means you know this tech is real. It's an indirect admission of guilt. So look for those